This is my top 100 films of all time, numbers 10 through number 1. My last, last video for this list. So here we go. Number 10, Sam Raimi's first Spider-Man from 2002. This is one of the first movies I ever saw. We got introduced with Peter Parker and Spider-Man. This is one of the first big Marvel superhero movies, and it was a risk at the time, but it kind of helped with the big superhero boom along with Bryan Singer's X-Men and the first Blade movie from '98. So very iconic and great performances from Willem Dafoe as the Green Goblin. Tobey Maguire, kind of, he's good. I don't know if he's my favorite, but he's good. As he gets the Peter Parker and Spider-Man stuff down, so that's good. Awesome camera work and campiness from Sam Raimi as well. So yeah. Number 9, The Incredibles from 2004 from Brad Bird. This is my favorite Pixar movie, and it takes this different take on superheroes and spy films set in the 1960s, I believe, or at least has a 1960s tone. We get to learn about this family and their dynamic. So this is kind of like the best version of the Fantastic Four we have so far. And Logan from James Mangold from 2017. Number 8. This is my favorite X-Men movie, or X-Men related movie. My favorite Wolverine movie. We just get this dry, coarse, dramatic Wolverine. Just hard R, rated R film. Dramatic, realistic, with a realistic tone. Great performances from Jackman. I forgot her name, but she plays X-23, and Patrick Stewart, who plays Professor X. So great. It's just very satisfying and depressing, but great at the same time. So. Number 7, the original Star Wars from George Lucas from 1977. Created this big franchise. In retrospect, probably regretfully, but it was this huge sci-fi film at the time, space opera, and just a classic tale of saving a person and destroying the Empire. And awesome special effects, characters, iconic characters, and fun. So, number 6, The Empire Strikes Back from 1980. This time, Irvin Kershner directs it instead of George Lucas. Has more of a slighter, darker tone. It has Yoda introduced, awesome. The battle on Hoth is fun. The more romantic dynamic between Han and Leia is cool. Just learning more about the Force in general. It has the iconic ending and the iconic twist that shook audiences back then, and arguably shakes new fans of Star Wars who's never watched that Empire Strikes Back. So this is one of my favorite sci-fi films. Number 5, The Dark Knight from Christopher Nolan from 2008, a sequel to What I Like and The Batman Begins from 2005. Bale comes back, but this time the Joker, played by Heath Ledger, is introduced, and he steals the show. This a very different take of the Joker, but worked for the type of film they were going for and the type of tone and reality it was set in for Gotham. Some people argue this is not a really comic book film, but a great crime film. I would agree, but I mean it's still in the comic book genre, so you can have both. But yeah, just it really broke the idea of what comic book films could be. So at least to a mass audience and to critics. So it's great. Number 4, The Iron Claw by Sean Durkin in 2023. This was about the Von Erich brothers, specifically Kevin Von Erich. It has Zac Efron and a lot of great other actors. I like this because it talks about toxic masculinity and how to like not hold in your depression and all that stuff. So, and like brotherhood and all that. Yeah, great cast, great acting, and I think it's important to watch. So, especially like if like you're like a guy, so yeah, or to anybody, but yeah. So, yeah. Number 3, Good Time by the Safdie Brothers from 2017. A kind of similar reason to the Iron Claw. It has themes of brotherhood, and like just trying to help your siblings. But as well, this is just anxiety-induced film in which like you're always interested into the characters and what they're gonna do next. Benny Safdie and Robert Pattinson are great with each other. Robert Pattinson's character is a scumbag, but in my opinion, you're just excited to what he does next. There's a great musical score composition from One Old Tricks Point Never, and it's just like wow. And the ending is great as well. It's just it's great. Number 2, 8.5 by Federico Fellini from 1963. This focuses on a director, a filmmaker, who's distracted from like his surrealist dreams on romance and lust, but also like just his concept ideas of how to make his film. This is just like really intriguing as somebody who's interested in filmmaking. So it's just like whoa. I really like how Fellini mixes like time and surrealist sequences within his grounded themes, especially to a character who's just trying to do his job and his passion. So that's how I really connected with it, and it's just it's yeah. I go back and forth on it, but that's what intrigues me about it. So yeah. Number 1, my number 1 favorite movie of all time out of this whole list is Spider-Man 2 from 2004 from Sam Raimi. Yes. Spider-Man 2 is very personal to me. Grew up with it. I watched it over like probably 50 times in my life. Saw it in theaters 3 times now. The 3rd time when it was re-released. Have the DVD. Have the poster. Have the video game on Xbox. You know, had a lot of toys. Some Legos. It's just awesome. You know, awesome story of Peter Parker just trying to live his life. But you know, a lot of crap in his life, and he has to save people. Just trying to find the right balance in choosing to help others. How do I phrase this? Sacrificing his personal interest for helping others, if that makes sense. But yeah, just represents what my moral standards as a person. And great action, great cinematography, great score from Danny Elfman. Awesome performances from the best Spider-Man performance in my opinion, or like overall performance from Peter Parker in Spider-Man, from Tobey Maguire. And also the writing is great, and Alfred Molina is great, so is Doc Ock. And yeah, that's all my whole list of my favorite films of all time, top 100. It changes like once a year, so I always move things around, but so far at this moment, when I post this, that is all.